What up, YouTube? You know, Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis is getting a lot more attention than I previously thought it would. It's only January and everybody's talking about it. The fight is supposed to be in April. As long as nobody pulls out, I think we're going to see a very exciting event. And most people don't give Ryan Garcia a chance. I do. I give him a very small chance, but I still give him a chance. And I'm going to give you 3 reasons as to why that small chance absolutely has to be a knockout. Ryan Garcia has to knock out Tank Davis to win this fight. And the first reason is time. I don't believe he has a lot of time in there. The longer he spends in there with this master boxer, Gervonta Davis, the more likely it is that he's going to be knocked out. And the more likely it is that he's going to be knocked out in a devastating fashion. A bad knockout, which is what all the Ryan Garcia haters want. But as far as he's concerned, he's going to need that knockout, and he's going to need that knockout early, in my opinion. And the good news for Ryan Garcia is Tank Davis starts slow. I mean, let's just look at his last 3 knockouts. Mario Barrios started slow. Rolly, he started slow. Hector Garcia, he started slow. So Tank has been starting slow, and he's been starting slow recently. And I think Ryan Garcia needs to take advantage of that and jump on him early before Tank downloads that data and sets up something very serious. Ryan Garcia is going to need to start fast and get on his ass, because the longer you stay in there with this master boxer, the more likely he's going to be able to set you up, and set you up in a bad way. The worst scenario for Ryan Garcia is to be in the later rounds and be tired and exhausted, not have the same snap or speed on your punches, and Tank Davis having figured everything out. That's the worst case scenario for Ryan Garcia, because that's where a bad knockout will happen, in my opinion. I'm talking about a knockout that could potentially compromise his career. You know, this ain't no game. It's professional boxing. People die in the ring. So that's the first reason, time. He doesn't have a lot of time in there. Number 2, I don't believe your defense is good enough to get a decision. Ryan Garcia's defense, straight up defense, is probably his worst attribute. I'm not talking about counterpunching. I'm talking about just his ability to defend. It's not good. Combine that with the fact that he leaves his chin in the air at times. You know, Tank Davis is going to take advantage of that all day long. All day long. He's a very precise puncher. Very precise. And he's laser focused for the entirety of the fight. Combine that with his counterpunching ability. Precise counterpunching ability. You cannot make a mistake. For the most part, Ryan Garcia uses his offense as his defense. You know, he keeps his distance well. He uses his length. He uses his speed. He likes to fight in the middle of the ring. He likes to keep that distance, stand tall so he can see everything and try to catch you coming in with that patented left hook. He is good with that left hook, that check hook. He is good with that. What I'm saying is Garcia doesn't have the defense to box Tank for 12 rounds. When his offense isn't going well, when he can't counterpunch Tank, what's the next option? What's the next game plan? He doesn't really have a plan B. If he can't stay in the middle of the ring, he can't keep his distance, he can't land punches consistently, what's the next option? I don't think he has another game plan. And so that's why I say he needs the knockout, because he's not going to box Tank. I don't see Ryan Garcia in there sticking and moving, grabbing points on the way to a unanimous decision. That's not how he fights. He's got to try to catch him early and often, because the plan B, which is boxing Tank to a victory after you realize you can't catch him, or you start to get tired, or he catches you with something and now you're gun shy, there's no plan B. There's no outboxing Tank Davis for the rest of the fight. After you realize that you can't catch him with something, or you become gun shy for whatever reason. So number 2 is his defense isn't good enough to outbox Tank. That's why he's got to knock him out. There's no other way to win. Got to win by knockout, because that man is coming to get you, and there ain't no way in hell that you're going to outbox him to a victory. Number 3 is you must knock out Tank Davis. And in this scenario, I believe you must knock out Tank Davis early. If you don't knock out Tank Davis early, he's going to knock you out. And if he knocks you out, I'm thinking it's going to be a devastating knockout, which might be the end of your career. Might be the end of your career. Because the backlash on social media after you talked all that shit about knocking out Tank Davis, people are going to make a million edits, a million memes. You got a lot of haters, bro. Ryan Garcia, you have a lot of haters. And they would love nothing more than to see you face down paramedics, where you at type shit. And if you get knocked out, I hope that's not the case. I hope you continue fighting and try to rise back up to the top. But I'm just saying the mental toll it'll be to have all that backlash. It might be hard on you. He's already had mental health problems. He's already had situations where he was depressed, and I'm not the person to look down on you for that, but you already had a history of it, and this backlash could trigger some type of anxiety over fighting, depression over fighting, which is real, by the way. But I'm just saying, this loss, a KO loss in a devastating fashion, could be the last time we see Ryan Garcia in the ring, because it's hard. It'll be hard on him. So those are my 3 reasons. Just to recap, my first reason why Ryan Garcia must knock out Tank Davis is time in the ring with Tank Davis. The longer you spend in the ring with Tank Davis, the more likely it is that he's going to knock you out. So you got to knock him out. My second reason why he must knock out Tank Davis is because I don't believe his defense is good enough to last the distance with Tank, because he's not going to win on points. You're not going to outbox Tank Davis. I do not believe so. Number 3, the third reason why you got to knock out Tank Davis is because the media backlash is going to be crazy when Tank Davis knocks you out. And when that happens, in my opinion, which would happen in devastating fashion, it might be the last time we see Ryan Garcia in the ring. I don't hope for that. I'm just saying it's a possibility, because Tank Davis has a combination of skills that we haven't seen for quite some time. Speed, power, intelligence, fundamentals, all of it. He's a well-rounded fighter who can hurt anybody. But that's all I got for now, man. I appreciate all the love, the hate, and everything in between. It's junior season. That's all I got for today. I'm out.